Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to my Christmas book haul! Because every booktuber needs to do one. Unless you're not celebrating Christmas, then Hanukkah book haul? Kwanzaa book haul? Saturnalia book haul? Just seasonal book haul? I don't know. That's fine. This is a Christmas one because I happen to celebrate Christmas. So I got 11 books for Christmas, which I think is the most books I've ever received for Christmas, which is awesome because I was kind of afraid that my family was going to be like, well, she's been buying books and she knows what books she wants from BookTube and stuff. So we'll just let her do that and we'll get things she won't buy for herself because she's definitely buying books for herself. But no, that wasn't the case. They totally bought me books and it was awesome. So let's get right into it. The first book I received for Christmas was from my new roommate, and it is William Shakespeare's The Phantom Menace by Ian Doescher. So this is like a retelling of what's it called? It's like the movie tie-in adaptation of The Phantom Menace, Star Wars Episode 1, but done in like Shakespeare verse and in play form. It looks really fun. I know when The Phantom Menace came out, I was about like 11 or something, and I read Queen Amidala's diary, and oh yeah, it was some good times. This cover is also really, really pretty, and look at the naked hardback. It looks like it's all old and stuff. Quality, quality, quality. So I think this will be a lot of fun, and especially since Star Wars, was there enough fluttering flapping sounds for you guys? And especially since Star Wars is just in the air, saturated, yes, this will be a lot of fun. From my family proper, my sister bought me 2 books and then the Guardians of the Galaxy DVD, which I watched twice in like the matter of a week when I was back home with my family because it's so good. But anyway, she purchased for me Cat Stories, and this is the Everyman's Pocket Classics edition, and it's got this beautiful little stripy spine, and it's full of cat stories from like all sorts of people. Let's see, it says Edgar Allan Poe, Walter de la Mare, Italo Calvino, Doris Lessing, Neil Gaiman, Maeve Brennan, Alice Adams, Patricia Highsmith, Fritz Leiber, Angela Carter, Stephen Vincent Benet, so many people. But I have a budding cat book collection, and I thought this would just be perfect. And short stories about cats? Heck yes, I will. You guys figured that one out real quick, didn't you? Considering I had a poetry book about cats, and I was a heck yes for a moment. So yeah, this will be fun. This will hopefully be perfect. You can't escape the horrible puns. That's where we live on this channel. From my sister, I also got Just Being Audrey by Margaret Cardillo, illustrated by Julia Denos. And I have already read this. I checked it out from the library years ago and put it on my Amazon wish list for like, please someone buy it for me so I can own it, because I'll never buy it because I've already read it because it's a terrible thing. And this is similar to Swan by Laura Snyder. If that is indeed that poor author's name, I can never remember. It's a children's picture book biography of, in this case, Audrey Hepburn, whereas Swan was about Anna Pavlova. And my sister actually inscribed to me. I made her, which was really cute. So this is all about who Audrey Hepburn was, how she grew up, how she got to be in the movies, what happened after that, how she ended her life and was working with UNICEF, how she's a style icon. I love the illustrations. I think they perfectly capture Audrey Hepburn's face without it being like photographic. Let me see if I can, I'll just show you the cover because that's a really good. So there's like Sabrina era Audrey. And I thought that the illustrations did a really good job of it being Audrey. And it's just a really sweet picture book for people like me who adore Audrey Hepburn and wish that she was my friend. Will you be my friend? Oh, she nodded. That's awesome. So, Just Being Audrey. In my personal real life book club, we did a bookish Secret Santa. We've done this for the past 2 years and it has been so much fun. And so one of the book club members, you know who you are, got me some 40 Tales from the Afterlives by David Eagleman. And look, it's such a little baby book. But I'm really excited to get to this. As you know, it's a collection of short stories positing different realities of afterlives. Jen Campbell read this and thought it was amazing, and I was like, what, short story collection about afterlife? Yes, that goes on my list. So I'm really, really excited to get to this, hopefully sometime soon, because it's so little, and I will let you guys know how I get on with it. So Santa buys his Christmas presents for myself and my sister really early, and apparently when I put out my Christmas wish list video for you guys, mostly for your guys' curiosity, my friends and family just like freaked out because they're like, thanks for the week's notice of what you want for Christmas, you jerk face. And I was like, you guys, it was just for fun. Like everything would have, like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But Santa miraculously hit the nail on the head so hard from what was in that video and what ended up under the tree. So let me show you what I mean by that. I got A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. I really, really adore this cover. How it's just like different, like almost textures. It's not textures, but just like the pictures look like they're different textured, and yet they all go together from far away, and it's so nice and engaging. So yes, so I got A Tale for the Time Being, thankfully, because you guys saw in that video, I'm convinced that I will love this, ergo I'm not in a hurry to get to it, but now that I physically have a copy that'll be staring at me going, please, please read me, don't forget about me, then hopefully I'll get to this soon and actually really enjoy it. So from what I know about this, there's a character Ruth who's living on an island in Canada. Up on the shores of her island washes a lunchbox. Inside of that lunchbox is the diary of a 16-year-old Japanese girl named Nao. And the lunchbox and diary washed up onto the shores after the wakes of the tsunami. And so this, you get to hear Ruth's side of the story, and you also get to hear Nao's side of the story. Or not side of the story, but they're both of their stories. And it just looks... That's apparently what my new happy noise. Normally that's not the noise, but that's fine. So I'm really excited to get to this. So next, Santa picked up Fudoki by Kaij Johnson for me because heck yes, he did. So this book starts out with an old woman recounting her life, which started out as she was a cat in the first part of her life. So of course I was on board. You guys saw the excitement about the cat stories. And this also has Japanese themes, and Mercedes really adored it, and I trust Mercedes' judgment. So hopefully this will be amazing, and I'll love it, because that would be great, right? I think we can all agree that would be good. That would be like the best possible like scenario for me in this book. But Santa did not stop there. No, he just kept hitting a hole in one with At the Mouth of the River of Bees by Kaij Johnson, because of course he did. So, as in my previous videos, this is the short story collections to end all short story collections, or rather to begin an obsession with short story collections. This also comes really highly rated by a bunch of people who have read this, and I'm so excited to get to this, as you guys may have figured out. Here, let me read you some of the majiggy riggies. The titles. So in here we've got Fox Magic, The Bitey Cat, Dia Sherman's Tale, Schrodinger's Cat House, The Empress Jingu Fishes, Wolf Trapping, Spar, The Evolution of Trickster Stories, Among the Dogs of North Park After the Change, Yes. Santa couldn't stop there though, because Santa is just the bomb diggity. And he also decided that I needed St. Lucy's Home for Girls Raised by Wolves by Karen Russell. And this is a short story collection by Karen Russell, who is apparently the bomb diggity, says a bunch of different booktubers, including Mercedes and Jen Campbell, I believe. And Kelly from Kelly Reads, maybe? I don't know. A bunch of different people, though. It's definitely on my radar. Another short story collection. This will be the first Karen Russell that I've read. She's really young. Like, look at how young she looks. I'm, like, feeling very unsuccessful in my life because she's so young and has published and people love her work. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. So in here are the likes of Ava Russell's The Alligator, ZZ's Sleepaway Camp for Disordered Dreamers, Lady Yeti and the Palace of Artificial Snows, Out to Sea, Accident Brief Occurrence number 00-422. Yes, I will give this a try, and hopefully this will be awesome and weird and awesome. It keeps going. Santa keeps going. He just keeps nailing it. So also, I got The Melancholy of Mecca Girl by Catherine M. Valenti. This is another short story collection, but Japanese themed, and it is actually published by Haika Soru, which is I don't know if I don't know if they're a Japanese publisher, but they're an independent publisher with like Japanese themes or something somehow mixed in with the books that they publish. I don't know. I haven't checked them out that much, but that sounds really cool. So I'm not 100%. I'm tentative about this one, but I'm really excited to give it a try because I've heard from Mercedes that the language is beautiful, but you kind of don't know what's going on in a bunch of the different stories, which was a huge problem for me with Yume no Hon, the Book of Dreams, also by Catherine and Valente, which I read in 2015. But I am so eager to give this a try, and this cover is kind of dope, isn't it? I mean, I think it is. Look at that. And he did it again. Look what Santa did. He bought me Indistinguishable from Magic, also by Catherine M. Valente. And this is a collection of her like nonfiction writings about various things. Let's see. So we've got pulp culture and genre, writing and publishing, gender, race, and storytelling, fairy tales, myth, and the future, and an amateur's guide to life on Earth. I don't know what that one's about, but those are just the headings for a bunch of different essays that are in here. This is published by Mad Norwegian Press, who have also published the likes of Chicks Dig Time Lords, A Celebration of Doctor Who by Women Who Love It. Let's see what else is in here. Redeemed, The Unauthorized Guide to Angel. Whedonists, A Celebration of the Worlds of Joss Whedon by the Women Who Love Them. So this sounds also like a really awesome independent publisher, which is nonfiction stuff about things that we love that are geeky or pop culture-y or literary or TV or filmy, whatever. But I'm really excited to get to this because nonfiction, yay! Catherine and Valente, yay! Stuff about the things I love, yay! It's just a whole barrel of huzzah, this one. So, huzzah! And finally, we have the book that I think I'm most excited for. And the reason why I'm most excited for is because it wasn't on my list. And it was from my dad, who he's got his strong points, but understanding me isn't necessarily one of them. And he's been really trying to get to notice books for me, which I think is really sweet. And look what he heard them talk about, on the news or something. The Story of Alice, Lewis Carroll and the Secret History of Wonderland by Robert Douglas Fairhurst. And my dad was like, yes, I think Amanda needs this for Christmas. And you know what, Dad? You were totally right. I did. So this is a nonfiction, historical, literary thing. Yeah, those check all of the boxes. And then let's see. So the contents aren't very helpful, but in here are illustrations from the works Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And then there's also some photographs of Alice Little and other things. And so yes, I was so surprised that this was under the tree. It hits the nail on the head. If it hadn't ended up under the tree and I had heard about it on Goodreads or BookTube, I certainly would have put it on my TBR immediately, if not played around with the idea of, oh, I think I need it now. So good job, Dad. Good job. So I hope you guys are had as much fun watching this video as I had much fun making it, because the excitement in this room is just you can smell it, because it smells like my sweat because I'm perspiring because I'm so excited, because apparently that's what I do now. So this is hopefully what I'll be getting to at some point in 2016. Hopefully. I mean, I read 175 books in 2015, so one would hope I would find time to read these 11, which would be super cool. Please leave me in the comments down below the title of the book that you got for Christmas, which was your favorite. Grammar's really hard right now, but do it anyway, because I'm interested to see what you guys got. I hope you have a lovely reading week. I hope you had a wonderful gift-giving season, and until next time, continue to be lovely. You're so good at it. Just keep going. You guys probably can tell I am so bad at remembering to do thumbnails. I just try to find a bit in the video where I'm talking and it looks like I'm smiling, and it's oh, great. Thumbnail. Ding. Ooh. All right, one of those will be great. Put that mask on. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Oh no, she's singing. This is not good. I'm gonna crash if I start singing. Just pretend that this is Tinkerbell, okay, everyone? Just pretend that's Tinkerbell. And instead of a stupid glare, I can't find out where it's coming from, and I'm not closing my blinds because natural lighting. Look, oh, God, can't. Really? Oh, I hate this. You're messing up my lighting, Tink. No, it's not good. It's not good. Where? I'm sorry, everyone. Tinkerbell had to die. Okay. So, I'm terrible. 50 of you just unsubscribed. Starts out with as blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. As I said in my previous, oh, what's on your cover? Are you just a sticky little child who just gets sticky stuff on them without me knowing? Okay.